right. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon.
Popping.
From wherever you are at. It's currently 10:04 here in Sydney, Australia. It's Wednesday, my dudes.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
It's also the first day of spring here in Australia. What a fantastic day. Mid-70s here, according to the weather. It's not even like I can go outside because we're locked down.
Did you see the Chris Herndon trade?
Yeah, to the Vikings.
Pretty interesting. At the minimum, it's interesting, right?
Yeah, the minimum is interesting. It's not someone that like I'm jumping off of waiver wise. I think if he is going to be something
Dynasty, it feels like a stash though.
I feel like if it's going to be something relevant, yeah, it's definitely a stash. We just have to see production out of. We haven't seen production out of him. He was a hot commodity coming out of college, getting drafted pretty high. I think he was a first rounder for the Jets.
I don't think he was first round.
Was he first round?
I think he was a higher tiered tight end. All right, so shout out to everyone who's in the chat. What's up, Jack? What's up, Tommy? What's up, Jacob? Singing the song. What's up, Gator? What's up, JW? Golf Perk and Chase. 18 people watching the stream right now. Could you do us a massive favor if you're watching? Drop a like right now. We should be able to get to 18. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Drop the like. Let's see what we can do together. And when you do that, that just helps us reach more people. And it also helps us grow the community. So big love for doing that. Sean, what's up? You said, sup, y'all, homeschooling with the kids while in lockdown, making lunch, and we'll listen to this in the background. Talk it up.
Come on.
Talk it up.
Talk it up.
All right. So we are, by the way, I just want to quickly say, Jacob, the link will be posted in Discord. So we'll give everyone a chance to join Discord if they haven't yet. Okay. So we hit 1,000 subscribers yesterday, guys, and it actually happened. We were recording a podcast, and then I was like, "Oh, we're at 999," and then, we literally were like, "Holy shit!" Like we refreshed at the very end of the podcast. We're like, "We're literally at 1,000 subscribers."
Yeah,
it was such a cool moment, and just want to say a massive shout out to you guys. This has been like a goal for us to get to 1,000 subscribers pretty much since the off season began. We didn't think that would happen, but it was a goal that we set for ourselves, and we just want to say massive thanks to you guys for helping us make that happen. Obviously we couldn't have done it without you. And now it's on the road to 2K.
Now on the road to 2K. Let's talk it up here. Something special. Look, we really appreciate it. We appreciate every single one for the support. Like Zach said, just to piggyback off that, it's some, I don't know what to say.
He's done miracles on me. Coral knows.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's big love, guys, for real. Really, really appreciate it. I posted the link to join our Discord, guys. So here's how this is gonna work. We're gonna paste a link in Discord, and then whoever gets there first is in the mock draft. Okay.
Yeah.
This might be the last one of the year. We can't confirm that, but it might be. Next week, we're pretty much gonna be full into talking about the season. I mean, it's literally like the first game is next week.
Yeah, first game's next week. Is countdown to the season, to the Bucks and Cowboys. By the way, if you haven't heard, we're giving away a signed Amari Cooper jersey on Thursday night, the opening game, on the show. Talk It Up.
Right.
We're excited about that. So win a signed jersey. We're going to give you some more details on how to enter that later.
Stay tuned to our Discord and Instagram. Just join both of those.
Judge Judy Slayer here on Twitch. I was gonna say Twitter. On Twitch. Shout out to you thank you for following, man. Appreciate you.
Big love, man. Big love. All right, so we are going to do this. Okay, we're officially gonna do this. There's 19 people watching, guys. So in theory, we should be able to get to 19 likes. Could you massively help your boys out, if you don't mind, and drop a like? Let's try and hit 30 likes on this live stream together. With your help, we might be able to do that. Okay, should we get to what we're here for?
Let's do something special here, huh?
Why not us, right? Let's do something special.
Why not us? Shout out to Sam Green.
All right, what's up, Enrico? Jacob's just singing T-Pain. I appreciate the song, Jacob. All right, here we go. Here is the link. This is over on Discord, guys. Here's the link to join the mock draft. All right.
Yeah.
Everyone, this is first come, first serve, y'all. Badaki, do you want to change to the other screen here?
Yeah, we're already here. Here we go.
Again, link to join our Discord is in the description. Here we go. Pasting in 3. It's going to be a little bit delayed, so I'll give you a second. 2, 1. Here we go. Here we go. I have just sent it. Let's see how quickly this bad boy fills up. 1, 2 people in the 3 people in. We have 4 people in. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 spots left. 3 spots left. 2 spots left. 1 spot left. And 1 spot left. Oh, who's gonna grab it?
Oh,
and Luke Rogers.
Oh, Luke Rogers. Wow, it's top of the morning here for LJR 9424. Shout out to Luke Rogers gaming.
I love it. Good friend of the show. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. Again, everyone who's in this mock draft is in our Discord. Join our Discord if you'd like to be a part of these in the future. And it's a nice little community over there. So this is a 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 tight end, a flex, and 6 bench spots. It is PPR scoring format, and it's a mock draft. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy started. We'll do 60 seconds on the clock. We'll change it to 30 seconds around, 5th, 6th round. Okay, so I like the little update that Sleeper made with the arrows.
It kind of tells you where and what direction is going in and everything. So that's kind of cool. It's the little things, that make Sleeper great,
It's the little things in life, isn't it?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Enrico, what's good, brother? How you doing today? How's your day going? Wherever you are from or at.
You know what? We have to actually get a live subscriber count now somehow on the stream, Badaki, because it doesn't show the individual numbers. So we're at 1,007 right now, which is amazing. But I'm pretty sure there's a way we could get like a live subscriber count.
We definitely can. I think on YouTube is a little bit different. Once again, the response time on YouTube and the privacy. Right. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I know Twitch is really easy. But those are 2 different things. I need to figure it out. There's going to be a lot of, logistic stuff happening this weekend for us, for the show and everything. So,
yeah.
Travis Kelce at the 1.8 here from
That's
Zachary
right.
Savage.
I
Something new.
think from this point onwards, feel free to take Kelsey. I love Eckler. That was the last guy I really, really wanted at this range. But otherwise, between Nick Chubb all the way to Gibson, I'm really okay with any of those guys falling to me. Maybe none of them do, but
Yeah, it just
getting
really
and
depends.
Travis Kelsey there is something I'm okay with.
Yeah, it depends on what you kind of want to happen. So
Yeah.
let's see how that kind of goes.
Derrick Henry at the 1-4. I would just say that you and I will always be taking Zeke at the 4. That's something we've come to a conclusion on together.
Yeah, 100%.
Saquon, I'm lower on him than Badaki, but that's okay. Then we see Adams and Hill off the board, and then Aaron Jones. I think drafting at the end of drafts seems to be the most value this year
No doubt about it. Being at the
in
end,
redrafts.
you have to kind of, I don't know. Being at the end is, yeah, you're right. The value is there. It's so much easier. It's so much harder drafting in the beginning of the draft. Obviously, the value is there, but you see, getting Nick Chubb and Jonathan Taylor, that just seems like crazy
Right.
robbery.
Yeah.
Like where
Unreal way to start.
on my side at the 1.2, like I'm not going to be starting with a strong second. It's going to be a decent
Yeah,
second
you're
running
not
back.
exactly.
Yeah, but it's just really hard.
No, it's difficult starting from that side. Aaron Jones is Faloni, bro. You gotta tell us how to say your name so we say it right.
Rico, hold on.
5th best running back. Chase said just picked up the Manscaped bundle using your code.
That's
Hell
what's up,
yeah!
brother.
I mean, should we talk about that real quick?
Yeah, we actually were. We actually weren't. Not that we weren't prepared, but we weren't going to do the ad today. But yes, we have partnered with Manscaped. You get 20% off of Manscaped and free shipping with the code FL20 when you go to manscaped.com. Hey, we like it. They send us some stuff. We used it. We experienced it. That was something that was really important. For us, it's really important to understand the brand and know the brand and back it. Same thing with RSA and anyone who we partner with. But yeah, we love it. Shout out to you. If you actually can help us out, let us know if you actually get it. Then that extremely helps us out to kind of move forward with our partnership and where we're trying to go.
Wow, did you see what Chase just said? Bro, it was originally 217 and they already had a deal on it. And he got our code on top of it. So he got it for 97.
That's crazy.
For that entire big old bundle.
That's awesome.
That's crazy, bro. Your balls will thank you.
Actually.
Honestly, if you don't take your balls seriously, who will at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
I thought of that last night after we did our ad read. I went to bed and I was sleeping and I was like, well, right before I went to sleep, I was like, what's something really cool I could say when we talk about Manscaped? If you don't take your balls seriously, who will? So that's what I'm going to say from now on. I actually don't know if we have to get that cleared by them. They're like, hey, you actually can't say taglines that you make up.
I have no idea. I think they'll like it though. Enrico, where in Florida are you from, brother? I used to live in Tampa. I love good old Tampa Bay. There's always New Yorkers living in Tampa. They always move to Florida somehow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Sean. Let us know if you guys have any questions. In our Discord, you guys, there's actually a channel that shows you all of our hookups. If we keep getting more hookups for you guys, we're just going to keep adding them to that Discord channel so you can use those codes if you like. So big love. All right. Let's talk about the second round. I like what Luke is doing. It's dangerous. It is
dangerous.
But in a PPR league, that's sexy. So what's interesting to me is Keenan Allen at the 2-9.
Yeah.
Does that feel a little bit high? I love Keenan, but does that feel a little bit high?
That feels normal. I mean, Devontae. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I'm not mistaken,
he's my wide receiver 7.
Yeah, he's our wide receiver 7 consensus potentially. I think he was my 7 or 8, but I'm comfortable taking him there. We both love Keenan Allen. We both believe big things. I think I do have Keenan Allen 8. If AJ Brown and Keenan Allen was there, it would be a little bit hard. For me, that would be a hard decision. But clearly, Keenan Allen is the number 1 target there.
Totally. I think the reason it feels high to me is because I typically get him in the 3rd round. So maybe this is just a mock draft where wide receivers are going a little bit higher. Carson, Mixon. Yeah, I don't know about you. It just doesn't feel amazing to grab Chris Carson in the 2nd round of drafts.
Yeah, 100%. I think even just it being on the turn, like if I were to get anywhere in the third round line, I'm comfortable. But I do feel you taking him that high.
Yeah. Okay, so Gator says I'm originally from Florida, but in Nevada now. What is in Nevada, by the way? I mean, like, what is Nevada known for? I haven't really thought of that.
Well, Nevada's
So,
Vegas, fool. What you mean?
you know what? You're right. And this is when we all realize that I'm an absolute idiot. And we can just move on with our lives now. Faloni, it's Falanini. Ooh, Falanini.
Falanini.
Okay, Falanini. I can do that. Falanini. Or is it Fallonini, like Jimmy Fallon? Fallonini. Fallonini. I like it. Chase said your shaving transitions. You mentioned in the podcast spoke to me. We were trying our best to bring our personal experiences into it, so I hope it helped you guys. Hey, 21 people watching the stream. We're trying to get to 30 likes on this live stream. I know it seems ambitious, but with your help, we can probably do that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And we just hit 1,000 subscribers yesterday. Big love, guys. Thank you for helping us get there. Blue Crew, what's up, my guy? Does T.Y. Hilton have any trade value? Honestly, no. I'll just be honest with you. In redraft and dynasty leagues, it's just not a guy that at least for me, Badaki, I'll ask you, would you be interested at all of having T.Y. Hilton on your team?
No, not at all. He's not somebody that I'm willing to pick up. I think in a lot of our leagues that we're in, he's still on the waiver wires and he'd probably still be there. I think there was a glimpse of him if he was going to stay healthy, that there could be some potential fantasy value in the late rounds. But I think it's kind of getting to the point where it's over. There's Zach Pascal, Paris Campbell, and Michael Pittman. Clearly, the guys that are going to be on the field a little bit more healthy. It's just the quarterback play that's in question at the moment. But Ty is, I don't want to say. I guess I'm going to say done because it's a little bit harsh.
I mean, look, this is a guy who's been injury riddled the past like 4 years, and he's already starting with a big injury. It's just not someone that you need to worry about this year. We have to move on, unfortunately. From Hilton, not the conversation. I mean, we can keep talking about it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Why Keenan over CeeDee Lamb? It's a good question. I feel more comfortable with Keenan. He is the only option in his offense, and he's going to be a target monster. We love CeeDee, but we can't take him over guys like Keenan who are going to be ball dominant on their the offense is going to run through Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
So
Keenan's definitely sorry. CeeDee is definitely not in. At least he's in my top 12. I think he's my wide receiver 11 right now.
He's my 12. So yeah, he's in our top 12, which is high.
Yeah. So we're actually really high on CeeDee. Shout out to Blue Crew for subscribing. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. CeeDee Lamb. We love his. I don't know. We just love everything.
Upside this year.
Yeah. You think about everyone that goes ahead of him. Besides probably AJ Brown and Justin Jefferson, there's no one else competing there with them.
Yeah.
Think about it. Look at everyone here. Allen Robinson, Terry as well, but I think I'd rather take at the moment I have CeeDee over Terry. But
I prefer Terry. Again, I think he is the clear option in his offense. But right after Terry, who's my wide receiver 11, I'm taking CeeDee Lamb. That's my 12.
Yeah.
Enrico said I'm from Long Island, New York, but live in Orlando now. It's cool down here. Pops.
Oh, nice.
Down near Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa, Orlando. I got
all about New York and Tampa.
Nah, I mean, yeah, kind of. I was almost gonna move to Tampa, to Orlando, to go to a design school. I forgot what's it called. It was like $90,000 though.
Yeah.
A gaming design school too. That's how nerdy I was when I was younger.
Dang,
yeah.
That's cool.
What's it called? I forgot.
Literally,
what's it called.
Anytime we talk about the Bucks on the podcast, Padaki's be like, I don't know if you guys know this. I used to live in Tampa.
Yo, Tampa rise, bro.
We know you used to live in Tampa.
Yo, Tampa's a spot.
We move on with
you gotta
our
be
lives.
careful with Tampa. It's weird.
I don't know if you guys know this. We know this.
I went to school. It's weird. It's weird that I went to school over there, and I don't know. It's just two homes. Ellen's looking at me like, "Who are you?"
A lot of wide receivers going off the board. Geeks is from Miami. Love it, bro. Love it. We're actually about to get a PO box around
in Florida
Miami for our business. Is
funny.
D Harris a third normal now? Third round? I don't feel comfortable taking D Harris in the third round. I don't think.
Yeah, look.
I think 4th round feels comfortable.
I think looking at it, depending on how your board falls, I'll take Damian Harris at the end of the 3rd. 310, 311, 312 maybe. But it is a bit of a reach in my opinion at the 3-3. There is upside now that Mac Jones is starting there, but I don't know. I think the workload is there, but there's also has to be some mixture. So I think someone like a James White he always has some sort of fantasy value in the PPR perspective. Mac Jones is gonna need a dump off guy.
He's gonna need a dumpy.
Yeah, he needs to take a big dump. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think that's slightly a reach for Harris, but the reality is, I know Tommy's a Patriots fan here at 3. Harris probably wasn't coming back to him, so you do have to make some hard decisions. Here's the thing, guys. James Robinson in the 3rd round is an auto draft for me. It's locked and loaded. I have taken him in the 2nd round. I put up a poll on Twitter, Badaki. I put up a poll on Twitter, and I asked people, will James Robinson get more or less than 17 touches per game? I think it was 93% of people said 17 plus touches a game. If that's the case, everyone needs to stop worrying. Volume is king. Opportunity is king. If we all believe that, James Robinson should be at the end of the 2nd round. Just saying. Chase says, I was so excited to see J-Rob fall, then realized Zach is right before me. Yeah. TY should be dropped in all leagues. I agree. Yeah, Waller, you're right, Geeks. That's a very good spot for Waller. It's a steal there at the 3-6. Jacoby Myers, yep, you're right. Enrico knows all about Tampa.
What did Enrico say?
He just said Tampa goes nutty.
Yeah. Come see me on the block, my guy.
Come see me on the block, my guy.
What should I take?
21 people watching right now. Big love. We're trying to get to 30 likes on this live stream. Probably not going to happen, but with your help, we might be able to get there. So drop a like right now if you don't mind. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We hit 1,000 subs yesterday, boys.
Crazy.
1,000 subs. I cannot believe it. And now we're at 1,008. So someone did subscribe. Whoever subscribed. I think it was
Blue Crew. Subscribe.
Yeah, big love. Big love for subscribing.
Yeah.
So you took Patty Mahomes at the 411.
Yeah, I took him at the 411. I'm just seeing what I can do here. And then somebody fell to me. My first wide receiver, which is going to be a little bit weird. I love Deontay, though.
Yeah. I will say, if you're watching this later or even right now and you see Patrick Mahomes at the 411 and Josh Allen at the 412, I'll be honest with you, that will never happen in your home leagues. Never.
No.
Okay? Mahomes probably isn't getting out of the 2nd. Early 3rd. Allen's probably not getting out of the 3rd, early 4th. In home leagues, people panic on quarterbacks and they want the big names, and it just happens. So just so you know, if you're like, wait, how did that happen? Yes, it's probably not going to happen in your home leagues.
Yeah.
But we are not advocates of drafting quarterbacks in the first, 4 rounds normally. But at the end of the 4th, Patrick Mahomes is there.
Yeah, I think either way, I was probably going to take a quarterback. I was happy with Mahomes or Josh Allen. I thought about it. I'm still happy to wait on the wide receivers because there's not crazy wide receivers that I need right now that are available. But Patrick Mahomes, why not get Patty and then get a guy I also believe in Deontay Johnson at the turn there?
Yeah. Enrico says, you guys think Cam's going to Atlanta or Washington? Any other teams? Honestly, the teams that make the most sense to me is the Cowboys because they need a real good backup. They're a good team. They need a proper backup.
Cooper Rush,
play similar to Dak.
What you mean?
And the Colts. That's, they're another good team. Need a real backup. Those are the 2 teams that really stand out to me.
Yeah, it's so hard to kind of picture him going anywhere. But yeah, those are the 2 teams I do agree with you. Maybe the Texans is not ideal, but maybe he can have a little run over there. But that's the only teams I can think of that he can go in and contribute or just play a role, be a veteran presence there. I think that's probably what he's going to be doing from now on. So, Chase, I'm excited about it either way, but I find it funny that y'all are giving away Cowboys jerseys as fans of the division rival of their divisional rivals. Yeah, look,
you're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. We don't love the Cowboys.
No.
But, I mean.
Can't stand them.
Yeah. It's a free jersey, my guy.
But that Amari Cooper jersey is going to be given away to someone. So,
Yeah.
no, I think like the reality is we just want to do things to help the community out and hopefully, bless some people with some jersey, with some swags. I will say with Luke's team at the 4-3. So in this league format, I don't think it makes sense to start 4 wide receivers straight. Okay. And I'll just quickly say why. You only start 3 wide receivers max in this format. 2 starting wide receivers and a flex. So to have a 4th wide receiver, instead of starting to prioritize those other positions, doesn't always make sense. Do you know what I mean? Like I probably would have gone for a running back at that point. Maybe gone in Andrews. That might be too early, but like a Sanders was on the board. Gaskin, Davis. So I don't know. Do you get where I'm coming from there?
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I want to see what type of running backs he's going to end up with. But look, there's a lot of people that are still on the board that oh well, hold on. Let me just double check let me just look at the running back landscape here. I see one,
Gator,
2.
It is time to strategize, Gator. Sorry.
I see 1, 2, maybe 3 people that could have a decent workload. What's their upside? It's in question, but their workload does have potential. So, we'll see what he does at the 6-3. Obviously, he can trade later on any of these wide receivers. You could trade Amari Cooper for, I don't know, if you really want a Sanders, a Kareem Hunt, a backup guy, maybe a Gus. Along those lines, if you really wanted to, maybe get some value somewhere. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Hey Gator, just pick up Newton. Don't pick up Newton. Chase says, Zach, how do you not take Murray there? I was so sure you would. I'm not really an advocate for taking a quarterback too early. I think Murray, yeah, you're right. That's great value at the 5.8. I kind of just want to mock and see what quarterback I would end up with if I did punt on that position. It is interesting that no wide receivers have gone off the board, so that obviously doesn't favor my decision, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I love me some Kyler, but I don't typically go for those elite quarterbacks in drafts, in real drafts at least. You know what I mean?
Man's not trying to give away his strat for redrafts tomorrow. You're not even drafting from the 10. What you mean?
Me?
And Luke.
Where am I drafting from tomorrow? I need to look at that. We have a real draft tomorrow with our followers, with people who support us. Let's see. Let's look at the draft room here. I am drafting from the 8 tomorrow. Oh, sheesh. Oh, Luke's drafting right beside me. So Luke's just trying to get intel at this point.
It's mental now.
Little snake.
Well, I think I'm at the 1.2 if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, I'm at the 101 in this one.
I love it.
I think in another one I'm in the 1.2. We have one more. We have 2 more drafts this week. Sheesh.
I love it, bro. Give me more.
Tell me more.
Yep, Gators at the 7. All right, so everyone's in here for intel. I see what's happening.
It's mental. Get me out.
Drop a like, guys, if you haven't done so. 20 people watching. I think we should maybe lower the goal from 30 likes.
He's taking it back. All right, let's drop it back.
Oh, dang. I really wanted Ronald Jones there. Okay. So no wide receivers going off the board since I took DJ Moore. That's not something that you want to see.
No.
That should not give you much relief.
I'm in the club, hey, baby.
I will say this, and this is public news. If Travis Kelce is available at the 8 tomorrow, I will take him. I don't even care. Like, you guys need to know that by now. He's gone. But could be the wrong pick for you. Who knows?
I think I have the 101. I'm for sure taking CMC. There's no doubt about it.
Here's public news from Badaki. At the 101, if CMC is still there, he's off the board.
I have to take him. There's no other way I can go there. It has to be CMC. I gosh, I can't believe I'm actually gonna have Christian McCaffrey in the league. I've actually never had him before ever. That's fantastic. That's great.
We have a league with some friends. Oh, I need to make this 30 seconds now. We have a league with some friends, and I have gotten the first pick. I had the first pick last year. These are friends from college. First pick last year.
Mm-hmm.
We started a dynasty league this year together. I got the first pick, and then in our redraft league, I just got the first pick. It's collusion.
Collusion in here
People
somehow,
are not
some
happy
way.
about it.
It's just classic Zach, always getting the 101.
Collusion.
For some reason, some way, somehow, there's the 101 is there.
The fantasy gods are kind to me because I'm kind to them. I respect the game.
Is Chase?
All right, but at your pick, I'm going to change it to 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Chase, are you in the league for tomorrow, or have you done both your leagues already?
Chase is already done with his leagues, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Tomorrow we have Daniel, Mad Nerd, Noah, Bricks, Sean, Tebow, Luke, Jacob, Jesus, and Michael Monzo.
Michael Monzo. Hey, Michael Monzo been waiting for a while.
I'm gonna change the time now to 30 seconds.
Oh, Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy feels like a steal in every draft. I'll be honest with you.
100%. You take him like, wait, what? I think Jerry Jeudy next year, if he continues, he's going to be going in the third round, like where CD, Justin Jefferson are going.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, why not take?
I definitely see that happening.
Why not take this guy?
While Badaki's making his pick, there are 24 people watching the stream. Big love. If you could drop a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We have a real redraft draft tomorrow. If you want to see how your boards might fall this weekend, come join us and we'll see how that goes. So, Jamar Chase at the 6'11"?
I just realized, sorry, Jacob's picture is the same picture of mine, just with a do-rag on. Have you realized that?
Hilarious. I did not realize that.
What a vision. Yes, Jamar Chase is interesting. I'm going to tell you why I did that, because I am going to take somebody else. I knew he was going to take him because he had Justin Jefferson, and I'm going to take Adam Thielen here. I'll take a chance on Chase, see what happens. I'm also hesitant because I have Joe Mixon, so that's my problem.
Whole world said he wanted that Keenan Herbert stack so bad. Oh man. Honestly, yeah, you have to take him at the 6'9". You got to know that he's probably not coming back to you. But he did look at the board. Tommy was the only one who needed a quarterback. But with his next two picks and Herbert's on the board, you have to assume he's going to go quarterback there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely hard. You know, like that was a hard pick. Having the stack or getting Jerry, you know, that's a hard move. I think I would have done the same thing. I'll take Jerry because the quarterbacks are still decent that are on the board.
Yeah.
It's crazy everything that's happening, man.
Yeah, there's so many cuts happening today. A lot of cuts.
Any big surprises off the top of your head that you can think of?
Any surprises? Yeah. I mean, I think Herndon to that trade is a surprise. I thought they believed him in New York, but obviously not as much as I thought they did.
Yeah. Okay. Jake Fromm no longer on the team. Unlucky.
From?
Jake Fromm, yeah. Sorry, from QB1. My bad.
Who is Jake Fromm?
Jake Fromm. Who else was another guy? Jacob Hollister is no longer on the Bills. I'm just looking at each team that maybe could some sort of fantasy potential. Well, Jacob Fromm wasn't, but Jacob Hollister could have been something. There was some high hopes for him.
Frustrating that I have to take Brady in the 7th now, but I'm still happy to take him there. I mean, he's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th quarterback off the board. I'm cool with that. I'm predicting who Zach will go with, doing a prediction for now and later. Apparently, he nailed it. He knew I was going Tom Brady.
People know what you're going to do. They don't know what I'm going to do. It's mental.
I think everyone knows what you're going to do. If Deontay's on the board, you're taking him.
It depends on who else is available.
Duke Johnson. Okay, this is good. Let's talk about this. I cannot promise you what Duke Johnson's role will be. So I just want to first start off with a little, what's the word? Like a disclaimer, okay? I don't want to force you away from Duke Johnson or David Johnson, sorry. However, he has publicly stated that he's probably not going to have the role he had last year or even the role he's had in his career typically ever again. He has publicly stated that. He's like, I'm okay with it. I know it's time. So I don't know if he's going to be the guy in Houston. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But taking him in the 7th round, I don't think I'm going to take a chance on a guy like David Johnson in any drafts. I'm okay to be wrong on him if I am, rather than, taking him in the 7th. Is that fair to say?
I don't know. I guess yes. Look, I agree. I was really evaluating in my head. I do agree. It's going to be a hard evaluation for this Texans running back to see who's going to be the guy, what's going to happen. David Johnson didn't come out with that report or that statement. Just stay away, right?
Yeah.
Just stay away.
So a lot of people are asking about Michael Carter. I will say it doesn't look all that promising at this point. Okay. I want to have Michael Carter on all my teams because I want to wait for the talent to show out. It's not like Tevin Coleman or Ty Johnson all of a sudden have become amazing fantasy players or amazing players at their position, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want Michael Carter in the 9th round in drafts now. If you can grab him in the 9th round, go get Michael Carter. But I don't think I can take him. I don't know at the 7-9. It's so hard because I really believe in the talent. That backfield is going to be very hard to predict this year.
Yeah, at the moment, for me, the way my gut is, where my gut is telling me to go, is Ty Johnson. I picked up Ty Johnson in another league.
Just don't think so, bro.
And that's what I think. I think these are the Tevin Coleman. Yes, they bring in Tevin Coleman, but it's about the longevity of this running back room. Ty Johnson, LaMichael P. Ryan, and Michael Carter are the young guys. Tevin Coleman's not going to be there for long. He's probably the veteran back that's there that has experience to talk up these young guys. And if he does get the starting job, which I think we can all agree that's where it's leaning towards, we can see him getting faded out really, really easy because these guys are going to be testing out running backs week in and week out.
Yeah.
So, and
I think Jets could make Carter the guy by mid-season. So it is one of those situations where you have to be patient with him on your team.
Mm-hmm.
Just have to be patient because after the first 2 weeks, you might want to drop him, but I don't think you should do that.
In a dynasty perspective, obviously, we're not dropping him, but in a redraft perspective, that could be the case. I have him in dynasty. I have him in the dynasty league where both Cam Akers and J.K. Dobbins, I had both of those guys, and I'm gone. I'm done. The only running backs I have is Michael Carter, and somebody else. Oh, I just got auto picked. Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Rookie move.
No one was telling me.
The report just came out that's slightly interesting. What do you mean tell you, bro?
I was so focused.
How to do a mock draft. This guy's always like, why didn't you tell me I'm on the... I'm like, dude, we're literally doing a mock draft.
I was so focused on the community and answering their questions.
Interesting report just came out. NFLPA investigating Jacksonville's cuts. Players Union plans to look further into Urban Meyer's comments about vaccination status being a consideration in cuts. So that is interesting. Looks like they're going to look into that if, vaccination status had anything to do with the players that he cut. I don't know how you prove that. I don't know. It's interesting, though.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. Guess we'll see what happens.
Here's a good point, right? Like James Conner at the 9.6 or Michael Carter at the 7.9. I think I might do James Conner at the 9.6 instead because I think I could trade for Michael Carter after the first couple weeks when people don't want him, or pick him up off the waivers. In your leagues, people are going to give up on Michael Carter, and then that's going to give you an opportunity to trade for him, at a discount. So That's kind of where my head is with that.
No, that makes sense. I think I'll be honest with you. I've been thinking.
Hold on. First, always be honest with me.
Okay. Number 2, let me tell you my thought process. My thought process in the league that I don't have any running backs and I have Michael Carter and Ty Johnson. I'm leaning on starting Ty Johnson as a chance because I have no one else. Literally no one else. So I think I'm going to be starting Ty Johnson. I don't think anyone else should be doing that. I don't advise that advice unless you're in a situation like me in a dynasty league that you just don't have anyone.
Don't start Ty Johnson, guys.
But that's where my gut's leaning right now.
You are in a desperate situation. That's why you're doing that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't, unless you're in a situation like me where you don't have anyone and you had JK and not Sanders, JK and Cam, then you can consider that. But it all depends on what's going on.
Chubb is a starter. People draft Kareem Hunt. Mostert is a starter. People draft Trey Sermon. Melvin Gordon is a starter. People draft Javonte Williams. So true, bro. But the difference is there's not like any scenario where Kareem Hunt overtakes Chubb as, the most productive running back. With Mostert, there is a chance that Trey Sermon becomes more valuable at the end of the year. Same with Javonte, The reality is it's hard. I again, Chase, taking Michael Carter in the 7th, I'm not telling you it's the wrong decision as your 4th running back. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is there is reasons to be worried about when the workload comes. The coaching staff have publicly said that it will be, running back by committee. So, and it's not as if Michael Carter completely balled out this preseason and they just have to get him on the field. I believe in the talent still. That's why I'm telling you, as your RB4, it's a great move. Yeah. But you will have to be prepared to hold him on your bench. You have to be aware of that. You know what I mean? It's not going to look good for the first couple weeks.
Yeah, I agree.
Would you be okay to draft both Chubb and Hunt? No.
No, that was a big question last year. Like trading for Hunt if you had Chubb or vice versa. Man.
Mike Gesicki, welcome to Luke Rogers' squad, the old auto pick. Go to Q and then turn off auto pick to fix that. Yeah, sorry, you were saying Chubb and Hunt?
No, I was done with my thought process. I don't think we like taking both of those guys in the situation. Look, we can, and you're right, Chase. I think like that list can go on and on. I think it just depends on what's going to happen. Week 1, all these guys I've been talking about, Javonte and Michael Carter, maybe Damian Harris, even Chase Edmonds, once again, may not be the guy.
Yeah, we're going to find out a lot week 1.
Week 1 is all going to be like, well, all the advice that we're giving you is like just went out the window because the expectation, what everyone has been saying, the coaching staff, they love Javonte Williams, they love Michael Carter, they expect a big workload coming into the season. That might not be until like week 7, And it's just like, well, we took all these guys, and maybe a Chase Edmonds was more valuable, or a Myles Gaskin. Obviously, those guys are going a lot earlier. But
you and I do disagree on Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
I don't think that he's gonna. I think he's probably gonna get at least 12 touches in his first game.
I think for me, the way I saw it with Melvin Gordon in that first team in preseason, yes, it was preseason. It just scared me. It had me shaking in my boots because Melvin looked fresh.
No way.
It was a second year in that offense. Yes, he's older. I'm not saying he's the future. Not saying they're going to re-sign him. I just think that Melvin is the veteran back. He's a pass-catching back. He can do both. He doesn't have as fresh legs as Javonte Williams.
Turn auto draft off, kid.
Once again, I'm talking. Gosh, I'm not.
Dude, you know how to do a mock draft.
I just completely forget.
This guy acts like he doesn't do this for
I just completely forget. I'm so into this conversation right now.
Here's the thing. Did Javonte Williams play in that game at all? No.
Did Melvin play in any of those
game
in the 2 games at all?
He did not play in the preseason game. Did you read what they had to say about Javonte Williams after the game?
What'd they say?
They said, we have no questions about who he is now. We don't need to see him out there. So to assume that Melvin Gordon's the starter because Javonte didn't play. I think it's more the Broncos saying, we know what we have. We don't need to risk an injury. At this point, we're very aware of what Javonte Williams is.
Yeah, and that's fine. I think that's what all teams do, you know?
Totally. That's why I'm saying we can't just assume that because he didn't play in that final preseason game that he's not, going to be at least a 50% workload there.
I don't think he'll be 50% week 1.
I think he will.
Yeah. So I think he will have less than 10 carries. Well, Zach thinks he'll have a little bit more. We'll see.
You said less than 8 when we texted.
Yeah, less than 8. 10, 8, same thing. Whatever the case may be. So that's my thought process right now. But Melvin looked good.
Enough.
Melvin looked fresh. Melvin looked like he was really comfortable in this offense. I
get that, but it's also his first game in the preseason. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, and I understand that, and I understand that. So like, that's why it just.
If we all watched the same Melvin Gordon last year, I don't know. I mean, I think Javonte Williams is by far more talented. This team wants to make the playoffs.
Why not Melvin?
They will play the best running back available. So we'll see. We'll see. You could be right. I could be right. We could both be right. We could both be wrong. We could both be idiots. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. All I can tell you is that watch the Melvin and Javonte Williams video. If you haven't seen that video, Melvin finished RB14. He was in the top 10 in probably every category of attempts, opportunities, just attempts, pass catching, like stuff like that. I don't have the stats in front of me. I don't remember. But Melvin was a surprise, and you got him in the late rounds. Has Melvin even been drafted here?
Yes, of course he's been drafted.
Where? Melvin went the 7th.
7-1.
Imagine getting somebody in the 7th round that's going to finish in the top 15.
Bro, come on.
That's good, bro.
Melvin is not finishing in the top 15.
That's what we said last year.
No, we did not say that last year. Everyone was high on Melvin Gordon last year. He was actually a disappointment until the second half of the year. Last year, everyone was high on Melvin Gordon. He's the obvious back there. He's going to get all the work. I'm about to get auto-drafted. Literally, last year, everyone was high on him. He just signed a big contract. He's running back in there. Everyone said, Philip Lindsay's dead now. He comes in there, and he split the backfield with Philip Lindsay and Royce Freeman. No way. I mean, people were definitely upset, whoever drafted Melvin. He was a good value second half of the year. But, nah, bro. Nah.
Like I said, we'll see. I'm not saying that I'm moving Javonte up and down my rankings. I'm not saying I haven't done that at all.
Yeah.
There's an inkling in me thinking about what's going to happen coming into the season with that running back room. So Javonte is still up there in my rankings. I still believe in Javonte.
I get what you're saying, right? But I mean, we can't say Melvin's going to finish top 14. That's just not going to happen.
I'm not saying that he is. I said imagine getting Melvin in the 7th and he's being able to finish in the top 14. Like, that's decent value. That's really good value in my opinion. So,
but he's not going to finish top 14. That's the thing.
We don't know that.
Okay.
We don't know that,
I feel very confident that he's not going to.
Yeah. We're confident about a lot of things sometimes.
Yeah.
Let's see how my auto draft messed me up. Dallas Goedert, Jarvis Landry, Brandon Cooks. I need another running back here.
My Jags fan? Not in particular. I mean, I love Travis Etienne, but I'm not a Jags fan. I actually like the Jets. If I have to pick like a team I'm really liking, I really want to watch this year, that would be the Jets. But no, my teams are still Washington and Chiefs. Bring back AP. Bring him back. You're right. Anything can happen. But I mean, there's a reason they traded up in the beginning of the second round to get Javonte Williams.
100%. Like I said, I don't disagree, and I just have a little inkling. My little inkling saying, "Be careful." It's saying,
I have 3 Jags. Yes, I have Chenault. I have Jones. Who's my third? And Robinson. Yeah, that's poor. That's poor execution from me.
Yeah, sorry that I messed up my freaking draft. I was not. I'll be honest with you, I probably would have taken Michael Thomas, that's where I was at. I probably would have taken a running back, or sorry, a tight end, potentially. Maybe not Dallas. Maybe a fan at the 8. I would have considered Sony for sure. That's somebody I would have taken Jacoby Myers over Jarvis Landry, but that's coming the other way, so that's not the case either.
It's actually crazy how far down Joe Burrow has fallen on draft boards. He's always going last round or the round before.
I don't understand why.
So strange.
He's like, I don't know. I don't get it. I love Joe Burrow. Listen to the podcast. Comeback Player of the Year. It's Joe Burrow. Goodness.
Could be.
We'll see. Sorry, guys. I messed up my draft. I got so deep into the conversation and got auto drafted like 4 picks. So if you're looking at my team.
Why would Luke Rogers draft 4 wide receivers in a row? What's up, Amia? Don't think we've had you on the mock before. What you guys have to realize is a lot of people are just trying different strategies in these mocks. There are times where we'll try 0 RB or anchor RB or, different types of strategies. This is where people should feel free to try and do those strategies, so they can leave a draft and say, "Ooh, I like that," or "I absolutely hated that. I'm not going to do that in my real draft." So
yeah.
I think it was just a strategy. I know Luke, he typically doesn't go heavy on the wide receivers early, so I think he just wanted to try that and see, how it kind of went for him. Should we do draft grades?
I would say no. I think everyone understands what they need to be doing.
Yeah.
And like,
people want draft grades though. If you want draft grades, we'll give them to you. So you need to let us know in the next minute.
Yeah. So I think like my thought process right now.
People know.
Yeah. It's good to know.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
It says I got Justin Jefferson in round 12 in my keeper league. That's clutch, bro.
Yeah.
That is very clutch. So you obviously took him last year. Who could be this year's Justin Jefferson? Let's have a look. Devonta Smith in the 7-4. Where are some of these other rookies go? Waddle in the 8-2. Trying to find some more rookies. Amon-Ra St. Brown at the 12-6. A lot of the rookies are going higher this year, Like Jamar Chase, he didn't go too high in this one where you drafted him, but he's going way too high in real drafts, unfortunately.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, grade, please. I love this draft. Please do it. Yes. Okay. They want to hear our thoughts, Badaki. All right. What we'll do is we're going to give you 30 seconds or less draft grades. I will start with team 1. Okay, Badaki?
Yeah, go for it.
Team 1, you have Christian McCaffrey, Mike Davis, Melvin Gordon, Phillip Lindsay, Latavius Murray. Your wide receivers are Justin Jefferson, Kenny Galladay, OBJ, Will Fuller. Your tight end is Kittle and Smith. Your quarterbacks are Josh Allen and Deshaun Watson. So running back room, there's enough there. Right? It's you did have to sacrifice on running back depth because you did not take, a running back after the first round until the 5th. I don't love the depth. I'll just say that. I like the tight ends. Honestly, though, Irv Smith at the 12-12. Guys, he's probably going to be out for a long time, and he will be on waiver wires. So don't draft him. Draft someone else who is healthy, who's unknown.
I agree.
Let's see. I like the Josh Allen pick. The wide receiver room, honestly, I don't love Galladay. I think it's a good value there, but I actually would rather have like a Robbie Anderson or an Adam Thielen over a Galladay. I'm just going to be honest with you. I could be very wrong on that one. I like the value of the OBJ. Where Will Fuller went, I personally would prefer other players like a Callaway, a Jacoby Myers, a Marvin Jones, Elijah Moore. So those are some things I would do differently. It's still a good team. This is a B-flat team. There's just a couple tweaks that you might need to make in order to make this in the A range.
Okay. Alvin Kamara, Chris Carson, Damian Harris, Gus Edwards, and Jamal Williams. Good running backs there. I think we all could agree that Damian Harris was a little bit of a reach, and you probably wanted him because you're a Patriots fan. That's understandable. We wouldn't take him that high. Same thing with Chris Carson. I would have taken a Joe Mixon over Chris Carson, a Swift over Chris Carson for sure. So, but it's good. It's a good running back room overall. Good depth as well, especially with Gus Edwards there at the 5'12". He's going to bring some value. Tyler Lockett, Robbie Anderson, Darnell Mooney, Henry Huggs, and McCole Hardman. Wide receiver room feels a bit weak, even though we like all these people. We like the top three: Lockett, Robbie, and Mooney, but it still feels like you're missing that big key, like that guy. You know, Lockett feels like doesn't feel like that guy to me. Robbie Anderson has great upside, but it doesn't feel strong. But I do like those three guys. Then you have Noah Fant, Hunter Henry. I think it's good value getting Noah at the 9, Hunter Henry as your late pick,
Yeah,
your
it's
last
good
pick,
value.
and then Justin Herbert. I think is good. I think it's a decent team overall. It's a
Good team, yeah.
B just purely because we wouldn't have taken Carson
I
or
would say
Harris
B
that early.
plus,
Say that
but
again.
it's short grade. I would say B
Say
plus.
that again. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm happy either way.
No, I mean, I guess like I think it's short grade. I'll just throw in there like the only thing I don't like about the team is the wide receiver depth. That's it.
Yeah, it just feels a little. It does feel like it's so weird. This is the first team I've seen a team like this: Lockett, Robbie, and Mooney, which is good, but
You're
it's not.
right.
It's
It
not
is
strong.
weird. Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I can guarantee like,
Totally.
at least 15 points from this wide receiver. They have the opportunity. We just not a every game thing. It feels like.
I get it. All right, Cole World. You have Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Kareem Hunt, J.D. McKissick. Wide receivers are Keenan Allen, T. Higgins, Jerry Judy, Devonta Smith, Michael Pittman. Um, your tight ends are Tanyan and Troutman, and quarterbacks are Hurts and Lance. I actually don't hate the strategy of getting Hurts late and getting Lance as well, just to see what might happen. I like the running back depth. There are 3 running backs there that I think you can rely on. I like the wide receiver depth. I'm very high on Higgins, so you picked the right guy for me to give you a grade. Keenan, Higgins, and Judy. I love that as your 3 wide receivers, with especially because you still have strong running backs. I'm not crazy about Tunyon, but in the 9th round, it's pretty good value. This is a good team. This is a good team. I'm gonna say this is a minus team for me
Okay.
because of the value where he got the value. Okay.
Okay.
Just want to
Easy.
clarify.
So we got Zeke, Monty, Sony, and Tony. He has a backup with Zeke, and then you have Sony Michelle at the 9, which is technically your RB3. It's good, but in my opinion, it's not as safe as I would want it. You got DK,
Yeah.
Claypool, Sutton, Debo with Mike Williams, a good wide receiver room with Mark Andrews and Austin Hooper. I think it's a good tight end room, and then Russ and then Joe Burrow, which is that's a nice duo. That's crazy. Once again, we're not a huge fan of taking 2 quarterbacks, but in the late rounds, getting Joe Burrow value is really good. So why not?
Yeah.
For me, I think it's just the running back. That running back depth. Yes, Sony is great, and Tony is the backup. I think once again a little bit more security. Sony's value in what he's going to be doing is still up in the air. So we don't really know what's going to come out, but getting Sony there is nice as your RB. For me, I think I'm more comfortable taking Sony as my RB4 than my RB3. Let me just say that. But either way, I think this team is decent. I like your wide receivers, DK, Clay, Sutton. Sutton after that preseason game looks nice. Debo, if he stays healthy, will be nice. Hopefully. For me, once again, this is just I'm not in love with it, but there's good solid pieces on this team.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give it a B flat for this one.
Okay. Hey, we do see some comments in the chat there from Amia and Jim and Ricardo. We will answer those right after we do these draft grades. Okay.
Yeah,
So we promise
absolutely.
we'll answer them. All right. Team 6. You have Saquon Barkley, Miles Gaskin, Leonard Fournette, James Conner, Gio Bernard. Your wide receivers are D Hop, Cooper Cup, Curtis Samuel, Marquez Callaway, Russell Gage, Brian Edwards. Your quarterback is Dak, and your tight end is Darren Waller. I actually really like this team.
Yeah, I like this team as well.
I really like this team. Um, honestly, I don't love Saquon there. That is my big thing. If this was Austin Eckler, Jonathan Taylor, Chubb, Jones, all those guys make me feel more comfortable. I just don't think Barkley's going to come in and have a strong workload until week 3 or so. And yeah, it just might affect, your team. I really like this team. Again, if that was Eckler, Chubb, Jones, Taylor, this would be an A flat team. I'm going to give you an A- just because that first pick is so crucial and I am going to avoid risk with that first pick.
Okay.
So that's why it's an A-. But I mean, I like the depth you have at wide receiver. Samuel as your wide receiver 3, I think we are all maybe forgetting what he did last year. Callaway that late, great. Gage, Edwards, there's upside there. And there's enough at the running back room. While it's not strong, there's enough with Gaskin, Fournette, and Connor to cover your RB 2 and 3. So
Yeah.
and Dak in the 6 is great value as well. I love the team. A-.
Okay. We got Jack. We got Eckler, Javonte with Zach Moss and Tevin Coleman. It's a good running back room. My question is, if you heard what we were talking about Javonte, I'm a little bit skeptical now. I love him, but it's hard to see him getting you significant points week 1 as your RB2. So I do like the guy, though. Calvin, A.J. Brown, Brandon Ayuk with Corey Davis, Jacoby Myers, St. Brown, Jalen Reagor. This is a strong wide receiver room. I absolutely love it. That's like a smash A on the wide receiver room. With Lamar as your quarterback and Logan Thomas, this is a good team. The only thing that concerns me is your RB2. That's all it is. Even if you would have taken Javon, I don't know. I think this is an A team, in my opinion. It can't be A team after like the thing I've been saying, but like I do believe in Javonte. I have that inkling, so it's hard because I see the potential.
I will say, so having Javonte as my RB2 is not something I want.
Mm-hmm.
I want him as my RB3 at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't want to rely on him to start him week 1. I want to wait. I believe in him, but
yeah,
I want him as my RB3. I think that's where your issue is here, maybe.
Yeah, 100%. That's where it is. So like, who's the true RB2? That's the question. Tevin Coleman can probably get the workload in week 1. Maybe that's the case. Maybe you start Tevin Coleman and you take that chance in your RB2.
What if his team looked like this? Okay. What if instead of A.J. Brown at 3-7, it was James Robinson? Okay, then he came back around and got Javonte. So he had 3 running backs at that point. And then, he still got Ayuk. Everything's the same. Instead of Zach Moss, he goes and he grabs a Boyd, a Shenault, a Juju. That seems like a team that I would rather have, in my opinion.
That's definitely a lot better, and it's more security and understanding what the production of these people that you're drafting is going to get. Like a James Robinson. Once again, I'm not high on him, but I can guarantee that he can at least give me, 10 to 15 points in a game, which is good. So,
all right, Chase, my guy. All right, your running backs are Gibson, Sanders, Jones, Carter, Singletary. Again, having Carter as your RB4 is comfy. I like it. And even Singletary in the 9th. Guys, that's great value, Singletary in the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who knows what happens in that backfield. Wide receivers are Adams, Allen Robinson, Tyler Boyd, Michael Gallup, Rondale Moore, Nelson Aguilar. I like it. He's brought in for a reason. Kyler Murray in the 5th, Tyler Hurt.
Tyler Hurt.
And the 12th. This is a good team.
Yeah.
This is a good team. I think there's enough running back depth to cover you here. Gibson, Sanders, and Jones are 3 running backs I think I could rely on as my starters.
Okay.
I'm not obsessed with Sanders, but he was the best running back available on the board.
Okay.
I'm actually in a trade talk right now with someone who's in this mock draft about Sanders, and it's
like Sanders.
I can't pull the trigger because of Sanders. I asked you if you like Sanders, and you're like, "Nah, I'd rather have this person." Anyway,
you said Sanders or Swifty, and I was like, "I'd rather have Swifty."
Yeah, because I'm trying to see what his value is in the league. Anyway, we are getting into a different league, but let's talk about the mock. This is a good team. Strong wide receivers, super strong wide receivers, and I say that because Boyd at the 8-4 is a great steal. I think those 3 wide receivers you can rely on a weekly basis. I love the Kyler Murray pick. This is an A- for me.
Okay. LGR 9424, Tyreek Hill, Diggs, Scary, Cooper, top wide receivers. He's going a little bit different strategy here with Chase Edmonds, David Johnson, Naeem Hines, Ty Johnson with Rashad Penny. I think obviously is the running back room you were trying to trying the wide receiver heavy strat, really 4 wide receivers in the first 4 rounds. Look, I don't think it's going to work unless you probably would have taken a Ronald Jones and then you came back around and then taken maybe well, even then after that, it was done after that, really. And so that's a fat GG's. With Kyle Pitts, Mike Gesicki, and then Ryan Tannehill and Jameis Winston, I think it's clear that we don't like this stat. It's clear that it's so hard getting a solid running back room doing this stat. So C plus. No hard feelings for Luke. The wide receivers are great, so you can trade somebody to get a running back, so no stress. You want to go?
Yeah, sorry, I was just seeing Luke a thought on our latest trade talk. Just something I'm thinking about.
Sending Luke a thought on your latest trade talk. Oh, okay. So you're trying to trade with Luke, huh? Okay.
Turn off Lakeside. Your team is Aaron Jones, Najee Harris. Again, starting at the end of drafts feels so comfy.
It's nasty. It's crazy.
You get such good teams from the end of drafts. Aaron Jones, Najee Harris, Darrell Henderson, Kenyon Drake, Ramondre Stevenson, Chuba Hubbard. Your wide receivers are CeeDee Lamb, Robert Woods, Juju, Jalen Waddle, Marquise Hollywood Brown. Tight end is TJ Hawkinson. Quarterback is Matthew Stafford. This is why I'm such a advocate of not drafting a quarterback too early. I drafted a quarterback too early here at the 7-8. If I knew I could get Tannehill in the 9th or Stafford in the 10th, I wouldn't have drafted Tom Brady there. I love Tom Brady, but I still think there's such value later on.
Right.
I like this team. I really like this team.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb and Robert Woods, 2 really good wide receivers that you can rely on. I like Hawkinson in the 6th round. That's good value there. Henderson as your RB3 feels comfy. I like the team. I
think it's a good team.
Oh my god! Honestly, this is an A- as well.
Okay.
There's a lot of A- tonight.
All right, Tebow fan, here we go. We got Nick Chubb, Jonathan Taylor, Raheem Mostert with A.J. Dillon and Alexander Madison. Good running back. Or A.J. Dillon as well. I don't think I said his name. It's a decent running back room. You got Godwin, Julito with A.B. and DJ Chalk. That's where you fall there. You have Chris Godwin and Julio was great, but the depth, for me, A.B. in the 7th, he's been rising. There's a lot of talks about A.B., but I'm still not taking him. You know, I'm taking a Shenault, even a Corey Davis, a Debo, a Pittman, over an AB at the moment. I'm not sold on it. Maybe Zach sees that a little bit different with all the talks that's been happening.
I'll quickly jump in there. When I said Antonio Brown was a massive value this year, that was 2 months ago. And his ADP was where Rondale Moore is right now in the 11th round.
Yeah.
So I do think that him in the 7th round, it's not as comfy anymore. There
is a lot of talks though. Like there's been reports, little articles saying that AB should be getting more targets. He could be projecting into a wide receiver 1B feel. But like, how can you surpass? Yes, AB's talented, but like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin's there. Like,
he's not going to surpass them.
It just feels.
He does have that connection with Brady. So
yeah,
you know, it's one of those players we just don't know for sure this year. We just don't know for sure.
With Aaron Rodgers, Trevor Lawrence, and then Gronk and Jonnu. Not Juno. I'm saying Juno because every time I write Juno. With Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, he also already had Godwin. So to have Godwin in AB, that's not something we want to do in drafts. I know I got Shenault and Jones, and I hate it. I think it's terrible strategy. So this is why we mock, but you know.
So look,
I don't like having 2 guys from the same team at the same position.
I think overall this team is a B. There's great talent around. I think it was a reach on AB. I think I would personally still rather have a Naeem Hines over AJ Dillon, in my personal perspective. Excuse me. And there was so much more talent in. You have 3, Tampa Bay people. You have Gronk as well. I'm taking the Logan Thomas. Well, Logan Thomas.
I just loved how he said, "Yeah, I goofed there." That's hilarious. That's actually just the best way to be like, yeah, you know what? It's a mock draft. I'm gonna do better in my drafts.
Yeah, either way, it's a decent team. So I'll give it a B-.
All right, I'll be honest. When I look at the teams on the board, I know I gave out some A-. I personally feel like Team 6 is my vote for mock draft of the night, but I would love to hear your thoughts.
Who was the other one that got it again?
I gave an A- to Team 11.
In Cold World, right?
I gave an A- to Team 9. And you gave one to Cold World.
I
I don't know what your grade was for Jack though.
like Jack's team. It was like it was an A minus, I think A- as well, but that
Yeah, okay. So
RB2 was in question.
we have. So here's the deal. If you're listening, I want everyone to know you guys actually all did really well, for real. I think when we first started doing these mock drafts as a community, there was a lot of things that people were doing, and they don't do those things anymore. You guys have gotten a lot better. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I just want to say you're all doing well. You're all ready for draft season. It's very obvious.
Yeah.
I'm going with Team 6 because when I look at all the teams, he has Darren Waller there at the 3.6. Darren Waller at 3.6 is great value. So
Yeah.
I'm going Darren Waller. And I also think that Dak Prescott at the 6.7 is good value. Dak is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th quarterback off the board. That is disgusting. Should not happen. In a good way.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
my vote
agree.
is Team 6.
I agree. We can do Team 6. I like. Oh, sorry, Team 6.
All right.
Yeah.
Mock drafter of the night. Team 6. Hype it up.
Let's go. Talk it up.
Amia, so he said, how do I join these mock drafts? So there's actually a link that's pinned in the chat. If you're commenting in the chat on mobile or desktop, there's a link that's pinned in the chat. It says solo.to/fantasylandfootball. If you click on that link, you will be able to join our Discord. Our Discord is where we send out the links to be a part of these mock drafts.
That's
okay?
right. Mm-hmm.
So that is how you're a part of them. So
I don't think Amia, if you've been in here, so if you can like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, man, that would be awesome. Kind of helps us. Guy or
By the
girl.
way, guys, our goal was 30 likes. That was too ambitious. There's 23 people watching right now, so we could get to 20 likes. If you haven't liked, drop a like. Help you boys out. Let's try and get there to 20 likes, maybe. Yeah, massive love. We hit 1,000 subscribers yesterday, guys. That means so much. I can't explain how much that means to us.
Yeah.
We are now at 1.01, which means we are at 1,010 subscribers. So on the road to 2K now. Only 990 subscribers away from 2K.
Let's do something special.
If you guys have any questions, we'll do quick questions right now. 23 people watching. Wow, we're at 19 likes. Hey, whoever hasn't liked it, drop a like. You can help us get to that goal. I'm scared for pick number 4. I think he drafted D- with no quarterbacks. I'm confused why people keep saying that.
Saying what?
Well, Geek said that. Oh, you're right. We do need to answer questions. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's answer some of these questions. Okay.
I was confused of what you were doing because I was.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm an idiot. That's what we all have to realize and be okay with. Let's go back up. So Amia said Adam Troutman sleeper breakout. I think we both agree that could happen.
Yeah, I think it kind of it hurts now that he's hurt. I think he can be out for 3 weeks. We'll see. We haven't heard any other report yet so far. Yeah. At least I haven't. I probably need to check up on that. But at the moment, it looks like 1 to 3 weeks he can be missing in the season. So, but yeah, we do like Troutman as a sleeper breakout tight end this year for sure.
Jim Economy says JT in 3rd round of an 8-man PPR snag.
That's crazy.
8-man, everyone's gonna have a solid team. So it really depends on who's available. There instead of JT. But yeah, it sounds like great value in the 3rd round.
Yeah, I agree.
Ricardo Miles, my hero. Do you want to read his question?
Yeah. Do I give Dak Prescott and Swift for Hurts and Keenan Allen half PPR? I have Kamar, Gibson, Clyde, and also Terry or Allen. Okay, so there's like 3 questions in one.
Also Terry or Allen. Okay, so first we would both prefer Keenan Allen. So let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
So Prescott and Swift for Hurts and Keenan. Half PPR. He already has Kamara, Gibson, Hilaire.
I have Kamara, Gibson, and Hilaire.
I'm personally.
I think it also depends on like what is your wide receivers. Well, Prescott and Swift or Hurts and Keenan. So like you already have decent running back room. So are you just trading to get Keenan to help your wide receiver room?
Yeah, is your wide receiver room already solid?
Yeah.
Because if it is, then no, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But if your wide receiver 2 is like, someone out there who's just not reliable, like, I don't know, an OBJ or something, then yeah, that's something that you could definitely consider.
Yeah.
If you need solid wide receivers, I'm okay with it. If you don't and you're good at wide receiver, I wouldn't do it. He said, I have DJ Moore and Deontay Johnson. Sounds like a 10-man league, maybe.
Dog.
Or if
So
it's 12, you did really, really well with your running backs. I think I would still prefer Dak and Swift.
yeah, I think Deontay and who again? He says Deontay and DJ Moore. DJ Moore and Deontay and Keenan.
I feel like there's enough there to cover your wide receiver room.
What if you trade away DJ Moore?
Yeah, you should trade away DJ Moore and Swift.
Yeah,
That's what you should do. Keep Dak Prescott, trade DJ Moore and DeAndre Swift for an elite wide receiver. Try and go get.
People are high on DJ Moore. We're not extremely high on DJ Moore, but we
try and get a Diggs. You might be able to get a Diggs or maybe not a Tyreek or Adams. Try it, but try and get a Diggs. Try and get a Ridley. See, I think that's a better strategy for you. Rob, you want to read Rob's?
Rob, where's Rob here? I'm looking at Cold World. At the very bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rob Murphy. Okay, yeah. So how early do you take Woods? Do you take Pittman or Kupp first?
Let's look at the draft board.
So for right now, off the bat, for Pittman or Kupp, we're taking Kupp for sure. Woods, I think a good 4th round. Decent 4th round.
Woods, yeah, 4th round. Anywhere in the 4th, I think, is comfy.
Yeah, see, Woods went in the 4-2, and then Kupp went in the 4-7. They usually go in the same round, either back to back or a couple picks in between. So we like taking
3 running backs. Would you be comfortable with Woods as your wide receiver 1?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm comfortable with both being my wide receiver 1.
I agree. 4th round seems comfy.
Mm-hmm.
Brady or Hurts? Brady. For sure, Brady.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think Hurts, is gonna have a good season though. So there's upside there. Would you be comfortable to have Zach Wilson as your second quarterback in Superflex?
Yes. I would be comfortable.
If it's a redraft league, no, not really. If it's Dynasty, absolutely.
I think I'll take the chance on Zach in a redraft league as my Superflex quarterback, my quarterback 2.
I want him as my 3rd.
I like Zach Wilson. If there was one it feels weird because every quarterback feels comfortable as a QB too. Maybe I'm just being, I don't know, too nice. About it.
I don't want to experiment in a redraft league with my quarterback 2. I just want someone who I know who they are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I want my quarterback 3 to be a Zach Wilson. I want my quarterback 2 to be like I don't know, like a Big Ben. I know it sounds gross, but like I would rather start Big Ben than Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I would agree
in
as
a
well.
Redraft league.
I would agree as well. I guess
I
guess if all those top guys are off, even those old veterans that are proven, like a Matt Ryan, a Jameis, all those guys are kind of off the board, and Zach Wilson's there. I'm happy to take a chance on Zach Wilson and all these rookie guys.
Okay. Amika says, I drafted DJ Moore last year, round 4, and as my wide receiver 2 with upside, and I got burned. I'm going with Robbie all day. Agree. We have been preaching that. I know I took DJ Moore at the 5'8". I just wanted to see how I felt about it. But honestly, in every mock draft we have done for the past 3 months, we have told everyone because DJ Moore is going in the 4th round, typically.
Yeah.
Robbie in the 7th is the much better value. So we agree. Opinions on Kyle Pitts. I love Kyle Pitts. I think he could have one of the best rookie years we've ever seen. I genuinely believe that. I think he could have the best rookie tight end year. I mean, everything is there. Terrible defense, great offense, competent quarterback. Gonna have to throw the ball a lot to score. So I think he's my tight end 5 in redraft.
I agree. I'm not taking Kyle Pitts as high because I would rather have TJ's than the Noah Fants, the Goddards, Logan Thomas over him at the moment, just because I know what I can get out of them. Kyle Pitts has tremendous upside, And if I can get him where I believe it's value, then I'll take him. But I do love Kyle Pitts for sure.
Lots of questions. I love it. If you haven't dropped a like, guys, drop a like. That would mean a lot to us. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. We hit 1,000 subscribers yesterday. It was a massive, massive moment for us. Can't believe we actually did that. We're now at 1,010, so big love for that. Amia, sorry, I always mess up your name, bro. Should I stash Trey Lance in keeper? I'm thinking he will have a Mahomes type breakout in year 2. Yes. Keeper leagues, guys like, all these rookie quarterbacks should be drafted in keeper leagues.
Yeah. 100%.
At value positions, 100%. I agree. Kyle Pitts is a future tight end
Rob
goat.
Murphy. I'm rolling with Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, CeeDee Lamb, Pittman, Kittle, Hunt, Colts defense, Baltimore kicker with Russell Wilson, Mark Ingram, Antonio Brown, and Fant on the bench. 14-man league. Sounds like a good team so far.
14-man league. I don't think there's how.
There's
no way you get that team in a 14-man league.
JT, Josh Jacobs with CD, Pittman, and Kittle with Hunt.
And then also Kareem Hunt. Russell Wilson on the bench. AB and Noah Fant. I don't believe you. How do you get that in a 14-man? There's just no way.
You've done well. They just don't know, right?
Maybe they just don't know.
You swindled somebody, didn't you?
You've done well. You've done well. I drafted Lamar as well and traded for Jacobs. Okay, so it sounds like the people you're playing with might not know the value of running backs. So that is very advanced. I mean, take advantage of the areas where people don't know. I like it. I think it's a great team, man. For 14 men, you've done really, really well. And it sounds like you know how to trade with your league mates. So
yeah, 100%.
I think that's it for today.
Yeah, that's it for today. We're gonna do a podcast. I think the podcast today is
we might actually talk about mock drafts on the podcast today, but what was it planned?
I think it was trades to make.
Okay.
Going into the season.
I'm just thinking that might be a better podcast for next week.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are probably going into their drafts this weekend.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it after
the
live stream.
We're gonna talk about it.
Jim says I got Russ, Derek, Henry, Aaron Jones, Tyler Lockett, CD Pitts, Taylor as my starting lineup so far in an 8-man league. It's a good lineup, man.
Yeah, it's good.
The hard thing is that in 8-man leagues, a lot of lineups look really, really good. So it's hard to judge. But I mean, I like all those players. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I like all those players that you have, so I'm comfortable with them.
Yeah. 100%.
Anyway, guys, thanks for joining. Badaki, any last words? Should we talk about RSA quickly?
Yeah, I was just gonna say RSA. Support.
I'll get the code.
We'll put it up there right now, and
if you can show people what it is,
I can get the link. Hold on, give me 1 second. So RSA. So if you guys don't know, we have partnered with RSA with Rochester Sports Autograph. They actually help and support the show. Ooh, that's the wrong one. Which one is it? Is it this one? Come on. Here we go. I think I just have it there. Let me just double check. I'm messing up here. There we go. Rochester Sports Memorabilia. You can use the code FL15 to get 50.
No.
Oh,
no.
Oh, it's different. It changed.
So use the code FL20.
Yeah, there we go.
$20 off. We actually have, a better discount for you now. Use the code FL20 for $20 off your orders over $100. I just put the link in the chat. Guys, every time you click on that link, it actually helps us. Yeah. But what I will say about RSA is they are the ones who are giving us all these jerseys to give away to you guys this year. And we personally really, really like them as a company. That's why we decided to partner with them. They've been amazing. What have they got, Badaki? They've literally got so much stuff. They have
some cool stuff that we giving away. Devontae Adams, a Tyreek Hill, DJ Moore last year, and OBJ. Our first giveaway of the year this year is going to be an Amari Cooper on the opening night of Cowboys versus Bucks. So once again, we're going to be giving away that jersey, and we're going to be telling
Chase used the wrong code. Dang it. It's okay.
I used wrong code. Oh, it's all good, but it worked. I did.
It's all right. It's all right.
That's fine. My bad. FF20. Fantasy footballers. Nah, jokes. They have pristine auction. They on the next level, but RSA is just as good, honestly. Yeah, we have some cool jerseys lined up. I think it's this one right here. We could be giving out the Mari Cooper
Yeah.
jersey. But
Anyway,
yeah.
guys, I mean, if you want anything signed sports memorabilia, RSA should be your go-to there. They
Mhm.
work directly with the athletes, and bring them in to get those signed jerseys and signed sports memorabilia. They have signed helmets, framed jerseys that are signed, mini helmets, anything you want, you can literally get from RSA. So, the link is in the description. It's also pasted in the chat. And again, use the code FL20 for $20 off your order of over $100.
Yeah, it could be
Feel
getting
free to check it out. Helps the show every time you go to that website.
imagine getting a signed Lawrence Taylor
Yeah, that'd be
helmet,
cool.
a full size. Look at that
All right,
giant.
let's end the stream here.
All right, yeah, all love. Appreciate you once again. FL20 to
See you
get
tomorrow
$20
night.
off over orders of $100. But all love, y'all.
Tomorrow
Tomorrow.
night we have a real draft, so we'll see you then. We're live streaming a real draft, and we have a podcast coming out later today. Fantasyland Football. We have a podcast platform worldwide. Prestige worldwide.
Mr.
Feel
Worldwide.
free to find us. All right, love it, guys.
All love.